right, let's see what this new microphone does. So good stuff. We're gonna see how far we can go today. It's only about 9 or so. It's not super warm, but it's not too bad. Yeah, it's definitely a lot quicker than that Road Glide was that I had tried in Vegas. That thing was definitely old, and it's a smaller engine, of course, bigger bike. All right. A little rusty on the shifts there, not as smooth as I recall. Kind of getting used to where I'm putting my legs and stuff now as well. We got the Willie G skull emblem on the gas tank there. Pretty badass. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like if it was gonna be too big. And even in the store, it just seemed a little bit too big, but it looks good now. Alright, so here we go. Let's see if this microphone works any better. Different cable, different spot. I hope so. Well, I'm going to try and talk quiet, and I'll try to talk loud, and we'll see what happens here. But just wanted to get a ride down so I can see what this microphone setup's going to be. So we're just heading down to St. Thomas, maybe down to Shaw's Ice Cream. Really popular ice cream spot in the area. I'm sure you've seen Shaw's Ice Cream in grocery stores. Well, this is where it all started. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it's about 10 or 11 degrees out. Slight wind, but it's not too bad. Bike feels good in general. I'm just a little rusty, of course. Shifting was a little tougher. Getting used to that, but feel pretty good. Probably that quick little ride in February on the road glide in Vegas helped out quite a bit, just to keep me sharp with that. But riding down this way, which I've never gone before, is always interesting too, right? Gone down it a million times with a car, but when you're in a car, you're just kind of on autopilot. This is the good old Glamworth curve where a lot of accidents have happened. People flying off the curve, going straight. That house at the corner there, I think, has been hit a couple times. Eventually we'll get up to a roundabout that I'm hoping is open so we can go right through it. I know there was a detour a while back. Yeah, there's definitely some wind going on. Crosswinds. Feel a little bit nippy under the chin where my helmet kind of stops and my jacket kind of stops. I think getting a little handkerchief, scarf or something would be beneficial for there. Yeah, things you don't notice when you're in a car about how bad the roads are and stuff. Every little crack, you kind of be like, whoa, there's a crack, whoa, there's a hole. Poor car just gets beat up. I'm just going to close my front vent to see how the audio is with that closed. And I'm just going to talk a little bit quieter here too and see what happens. I've never used another helmet, so I can't say if this is overly loud inside or not. Doing a lot better right now maintaining my speed over last year for some reason. I'm not sure why that is, but last year I was all over the place. If I was going straight for a while, I'd go way up over the speed limit and then I'd have to come back down, but pretty consistent right now for some reason. Birthday. At least we've got a full tank of gas. That's always nice. come out for the first time, full tank. Of course, I have the fuel stabilizer in it. Didn't put too much in because I had it in a heated indoor location, so, and it was filled right to the top. But yeah, I don't know if that takes away any kind of power or anything when it's burning through the engine. Nice place to store some bikes. Come on, green light. Oh. Open her up a little bit, get some fuel injectors cleaned out. Wasn't quite sure if that was a cop sitting there or not. They have those Fords like that. Wow. Good old St. Thomas. Lived here for a few years when I was younger. Kind of like school age up to like grade 3. And then moved back to London. think I'm definitely going to look into getting that cruise control module this year. Big frisbee golf course over here. Pretty popular, I guess. It's been here for a really long time, well before I even knew the sport existed, but man, here's these fun railroad tracks when you ride your bicycle to port and it goes sideways, and if you go the wrong way you get your wheel stuck in those. I've seen it happen. Not a pretty sight. Canadale's, great little flower tree gardening center. So we're getting close to Port Stanley now, just passing St. Thomas. Nice little ride. I never got here last year on the bike. I don't know why. Whenever it was coming up where I could do it, it was always not great weather, something happening. Which really, it should have been my first place that I came to, and maybe that's why we're doing it today. Shout out to my lovely babe Stephanie for saying, get your damn bike out, let's go for a ride. Appreciate you, babe. Nice leisurely ride. And we got the old St. Thomas Psychiatric Hospital here, that big huge building, which is now closed. I had a family member work there in the kitchen. Some interesting things going on there. And now they shoot some movies and stuff there. Jason Momoa was there just before the pandemic. And I think it got shut down because of the pandemic, shooting a movie. I'm not sure if that restarted or finished or what. But yeah, it's kind of a big old psychiatric building. So anything horror related or maybe Silent Hill, I think maybe that was shot there. Pretty cool. Alright, going back up to 80 now. I know I'm still, maybe because I'm new, I'm just on the fence about the whole just cruising on the highway. I don't know. I really like driving through town at night. It's just kind of fun. And, you know, roads that are in the country but shorter, and I know they're a little twisty. Instead of just big long trips where you're driving straight for like 40 kilometers. Could just be the style of motorcycle because I don't have music maybe. But I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we'll add music this year. Don't want to wreck the aesthetics of the bike. Very surprised. That was really the first bike that I've seen. Super weird. Thought I would be seeing a ton of them. There's a lot in London driving around, so. So we just passed Shaw's. I don't know, I think you'll be able to see it on camera. Good line up there, so we'll just keep going straight into port and see what's going on at Mackies. I've always wanted to park in this special motorcycle parking lot at Mackies. It's been a stupid little thing I've wanted to do for I don't know how long. Decades. And yeah, it's fun. On the summertime, you go down to the beach, grab some Mackies, and there's always some bikes down there. In that special parking lot that you can look at them and stuff. So let's see if I can find a spot there today. It'll be a bucket list bike thing. Pretty excited about that. And then we'll check the audio. We'll see how the audio is. Really interested to see if this new extension cable and placement of the microphone helps at all. If it didn't, I'll probably try moving it back a little bit more. But yeah, I've ridden my bicycle down to Port. I don't know how many times, 4 or 5 maybe. Back when I was a teenager. It's not bad. I think the record I did it in was about an hour and a half. Maybe hour 26 or something with my cousin. We really booted it. I think our average speed was something like 39 kilometers an hour the whole way. It was pretty wild. I'm just kind of hungry myself because I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. We'll see what the lineup's like. That's a cool Bob. There is quite a few bald eagles up and around the Port Stanley area where the cliffs are specifically. You can get a few good spots where you can watch some bald eagle nests and then flying around, circling around. It's pretty cool. Here we go. And we got a Shell gas station, which is nice. Get some V-power up in this bitch. Definitely down 1 bar on the gas. Not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely feeling it in the hands a little bit now. The wind. I think if I had to guess, I'd say the temperature down here has dropped about 3 or 4 degrees. Well, I think I hit my kill switch by accident there. Yep, I did that once last year too. Hit the kill switch by accident when I put my throttle hand back up. freaks you out because you have no throttle, and you're like, what else don't I have? Rookie mistake. Which is probably something people have been riding for a long time do occasionally. I must have some slippery stuff on my foot peg on the right hand side. It's a little slippery, or it's moved or something. Right, here we go, Port Stanley. Of course, in the summertime, this is all filled with beautiful yachts and boats and all that stuff. Shrink wrap now, but definitely spent a lot of time here growing up. My family, extended family. We got this cool bridge. This is the oldest or second oldest bridge like this. It lifts in the center, let the boats through. Very old, very weird to ride your bike on. And yeah, they just actually had shut it down for like a year and a half not too long ago to get some repairs done and stuff, because it is really old, and it was a real pain in the butt to get over to this area. And the beach is straight ahead. Some cool little bars and kind of like dive type bars. Nice little candy store there. Kind of fun. And then at the beach, of course, we have Mackies. Has been here for like, I don't know, 100 years. Pretty close to it anyway. And GT's down there, which is an adult establishment. And the Port Stanley Beach Hotel. Rooms right on, right close to the beach here.